What's going on, Virgos? We're going to go ahead and jump into your August 2022 reading here. It's going to be your monthly reading. I figured we'd just go ahead and start with the monthlies and pick up where I left off with the earth signs. So thank y'all for being patient, Virgo. I'm kind of happy that I left off on the earth signs because I don't think any other sign would have been able to be patient. But nonetheless, thank y'all for waiting. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump in here. These are general readings, so feel free to check your other placements. You can check your rising sign, moon sign, Venus sign. You may find that readings may resonate more than the other at certain given times. So let's jump in. Virgo, World card, 4 of Wands, and you also have the 10 of Wands here. I feel like you could be tying up sort of loose ends here. And I'm not talking about specifically like with relationships or anything like that. I just feel like you're sort of getting things done. I already feel like something's sort of like a done deal here. It's like I feel like you already have your eyes on the prize, but it's like there's like some things with the 10 of Wands that you're sort of having to carry out and still complete. But 4 of Wands being here, I feel like you're definitely celebrating some sort of victory, or there's something new here that's exciting. Personally, I feel for yourself. Let's take a look at your challenge, Virgo. I just heard reunion or reuniting. 8 of Wands, you have the Knight of Swords, and you also have the 7 of Cups here for your challenge. I don't really see your challenge as something that's crazy at all. There's no major arcanas here. It's all minor arcanas. So I feel like these are just like minor things that you may have to take a look at, or that may just sort of be something that you're figuring out at this time. 8 of Wands is sort of like, it's kind of funny because the 8 of Wands sometimes I look at as like the process, like a loading process. It's kind of weird, like a loading screen or something. It's like things are moving here, but it's like maybe it's not as fast as you would like them, especially with the Knight of Swords being in the challenge. The Knight of Swords does signify like you sort of I'm not gonna say making up your mind, but you sort of knowing exactly what it is that you are like asserting yourself into. Because the 7 of Cups is here as well, which can represent the power of the imagination here. So it's like you could be sort of accessing your imagination, or it can be accessing your creativity. 7 of Cups would also be looking at your choices and your options here. But I just feel like you're looking at sort of what's going to be sort of the best way to do things for yourself, or just for the situation. Let's look at your near future energy here. I feel like honestly it's about like what's the most exciting, or what makes like what is exciting for you. Also, not to rush the process. Don't skip corners, or don't cut corners is what I'm getting here. 5 of Wands, the Sun card here. You also have the 9 of Wands here. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of happiness here, but the thing is, it's like the Sun card is like telling you to truly embody like your full self, your full expression, and to be who you are, and to have fun and be in the moment, and to enjoy yourself. And that's what the major arcana is signifying here throughout the month of August, is like the Sun card. But the 5 of Wands and the 9 of Wands, it's like there could be things that are quite challenging that could be sort of giving you like resistance, but I think it's really about enjoying sort of like the process of it. That's why I was saying like not to cut corners. I'm not saying that you're cutting corners, but it's like to just be in the moment and be happy with what it is that you're doing right now, and like the progress of something here. Because sometimes the 5 of Wands, 9 of Wands can be like, damn, like I didn't know there's gonna be this many challenges, or damn, this is like harder than I thought, which, you know, the 9 of Wands represents loss of optimism, or represents adversity. But it's like with the Sun card, it's like knowing that you're good enough, knowing that like just by being you, not changing who you are, but just like being happy is like will ease up that resistance here. But just about like, you know, just being happy with the way things are going. We're in clarify. Hold up. We won't get into it. Hold on. But there's definitely an energy of maturity. Not saying like age maturity, but I'm saying like as far as like something here that you are completing and something else that you're starting here. So it's like letting things like mature and just being happy with like the process. Some of you, if you have kids, you may be feeling like your kids are sort of like, I don't know, sort of could be challenging at this time. 7 of Pentacles, you have the Death card, and you also have the Page of Swords here in the outcome as well. Yeah, it's I want to pull some clarifiers on that, but I feel like this whole reading is signifying like some sort of like something that's like finalizing here, something that's transforming, something that is ending, or just something that's finally sort of being transmuted and sort of understood here, or something could even be being changed as well. Let me pull the oracle cards. I'm gonna come back to this outcome. It's not negative, not bad at all. You have 12th house escape here. Virgos, let's see. No, I don't think so. Force diversity. Some of you could be a Gemini rising. No, wait, I'm sorry, not Gemini rising. You could be a Libra rising. And right now you could be, wait, what am I doing? What am I talking about? You could be, oh, it is Virgo. I'm tripping. So Virgo, this is like a 12th house transit for you. That's funny because the 12th house is coming out. So right now the sun's in Leo. The sun card is Leo, but the sun card could also just represent like the sun, or the sun archetype of the person that I'm reading for, which is you, Virgo. And the 12th house right now, the sun's transiting through that. Also Mercury. So it's like, it's about sort of what I'm getting is like being in the flow and allowing yourself to sort of surrender and open up to parts of yourself that want to be accessed. But it's like if you try to control everything, or if you just like, it's like by spiritually allowing yourself to be in the moment and to kind of loosen up a little bit. I'm not saying that because Virgos always get the reputation of being uptight. That's not what I'm saying. But it's about allowing yourself to be happy, even if there's challenges. It's like, don't let challenges or things like adversity like take away from like your well-being, or take away from like your own happiness here. You have force diversity. I feel like you're exploring a lot of different things, or at least wanting to explore a lot of different things. There's a lot of possibilities that I feel like you could take with something here. So that's why I feel like the force diversity is coming through. It's like you're sort of like, you know, like exploring like newer things as well. You have relaxation here with this full moon card. That's interesting that the full moon is coming out right beside the world card, because the world card represents completion. We all know that full moons represent completions and releasing things here as well. So something is all culminating here. And it's like you're able to like understand and know, and being able to relax that something here, like you're starting to understand something, or you're starting to get something done. But with the 10 of Wands, it's like there's still more work to do, of course, right? It's life. 10 of Wands is the burden of choice that you carry in life. We all have a 10 of Wands every single day. So, yeah, let me pull your symbolisms card and let's go ahead and get into this. You have angel compassion here. So maybe there is an energy of having more compassion for yourself. You know, not being like too hard on yourself. I know Virgos, you can be, people think you criticize other people, but Virgos criticize themselves more than anybody will. Like they criticize themselves more than supposedly they criticize other people. You know what I mean? But I do also feel like this angel card is like, it represents sort of like the higher planes, if you want to say existence, or just like the spirit, like your spiritual self. It's like allowing yourself to like transcend and allow yourself to like let go and not be so like aggravated or upset, or feeling like things are sort of like not going the way you want them. The sun card is wanting you to be happy either way and just be in the moment. So let's clarify here. There's happiness here, but it's about like, I feel like the more like you're able to relax, because you have relaxation, 12th house is escape. That's what it says, even though I feel like the 12th house is way more than escape or escapism. It's an energy of like relax. It's the house, you know, Pisces rules that house. It's about relaxing, being in the flow, trusting your intuition, allowing yourself to be happy. Let's see, 3 of Wands here on the World card. You have the Empress on the 4 of Wands, and you also have the Magician on the 10 of Wands here. Yeah, I feel like things have sort of come to the forefront. I feel like things have sort of, like after some period of time of waiting, of sort of allowing your goals to unfold, or what it is that you're working on, I feel like things are now sort of wrapping up here, like completing. Empress, 4 of Wands, being able to celebrate the harvest of your hard work, of your sort of abundance that's coming through. Magician, 10 of Wands, there's still more work to do. You know what I mean? How do you get to your challenge? You have the Hierophant, the High Priestess, and you also have the Nine of Pentacles here. Yeah, I feel like it's allowing yourself, it's like allowing, because it's funny because the High Priestess and the Hierophant are pairs, and I'm not here trying to teach tarot. I'm just trying to give you like some understanding of what the cards mean and how it applies to your life, or how it will resonate with your situation, so that way you have an understanding of what major arcanas are, rather than just like hearing the same sort of repetitive theme about them, you know. The High Priestess and the Hierophant are actually pairs. They go together. The High Priestess is know thyself. And how do you know thyself? Well, the Hierophant comes in to teach you about yourself, or to teach you things to help you explore your own potential that lies within you. It's like intuitively we all can tap into these things, but it's about bringing form to formless things, because the High Priestess is formless. So it's like allowing yourself to explore like what it is that you like, but also realize like your greatest gift at this time is like yourself, and allowing yourself to be able to enjoy and to be able to open up to newer things here. But Nine of Pentacles on Seven of Cups is also like, okay, well, what makes the best sense for me, and what's going to contribute to what my purpose is, and what it is that I want to do. And the High Priest on the Knight of Swords, like, trust your intuition, allow yourself to sort of surrender and go within, to hear your own intuition talk, to give yourself some quiet time, some space to understand exactly what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you're trying to understand. You have the Six of Cups on the Five of Wands, the Six of Wands on the Sun card, you have the Four of Wands on the Nine of Wands. Yeah, there's Six of Cups is trusting, right? Six of Cups is the Sun in Scorpio, which Scorpio represents defiant passion. It's intense, but the Six of Cups is like trusting. It's like you know that you sort of know, and it's about accepting, like sort of like it's about letting go, really. The Five of Wands is when your ego is getting in the way. The 12th house is the unconscious. You know what I mean? It's everything outside of your conscious awareness, basically. But you can bring consciousness to it. You can bring awareness to it. You can bring light to the dark aspects of things. And so that way you sort of can understand more about who you are as a person and what it is that you want that's going to contribute to your journey with the Six of Wands and the Sun card. But I do feel like you have success here. It's about being happy and having pride in your success, not in like an arrogant way, but just like being happy with what it is that you have achieved. Because the Four of Wands here, it's like with the Nine of Wands, it's like there's a lot to enjoy. There's a lot to be grateful for. It's just like when you're going through a process in a 12th house transit, it's like it can feel confusing, because it's like everything that you're aware about. It's like it can feel like, you know, at this time when you're going through a 12th house transit, it feels like that you may like be having to like let go and like surrender. You may feel like things are out of your control. Like the Five of Wands wants control, wants to win, right? But it's like sometimes it's like when you have a 12th house transit or you have 12th house placements, it's going to feel like everything is out of control, or things are out of your control, and it's in the control of God or the divine or whatever the case might be. But it's about sort of trusting yourself here and being happy with change. Ace of Pentacles on the Seven of Pentacles, you have the King of Wands on the Death card, and you also have the Sun card on the Page of Swords here. Yeah, again, the Sun card's coming out. It's like whatever it is that you're becoming aware about, it's like it's adding to your aspects. Like it's adding to the aspect of who you are, which is making you happy, and you understanding things in a newer light. The King of Wands Death card, definitely a transformation, a change. I feel like this is allowing you to step more into like your power and to be more self-assertive and to grow through the challenges that you've been facing. But it's like the opportunities and newer things that you want to start. It's about taking what's worked and taking and letting go of like what hasn't worked, and finding like and coming into like your own, coming into sort of understanding like more about who you are through the 12th house transit, like through like this process of letting go, spiritually reconnecting to yourself, seeing what wasn't in alignment with your life. And then by the time you get to the first house, when you go through the first house transit, it's like you get this deep remembrance and sort of like this, you know, like this new lease of sort of energy and life and purpose. This reading was channeled. You got Uranus, Genius, 12th house, Escape. Now, some of you could be Gemini rising. That's funny that I said that earlier, because Uranus is in Taurus. So if you have a Taurus or a Gemini rising, you would have Uranus in the 12th house. Mars is there, though, in Taurus, too. So, but anyways, it's like 12th house Uranus is about like just things that are outside of your control. Uranus, it's unexpected. It's out of your control. You won't be able to predict it. You won't be able to understand it until later when you're able to look back and connect the dots. And so I feel like there's a lot of things that are changing, but it's ultimately allowing you to find like the inner peace, inner happiness, and finding things that are like finding things that are in alignment with you and letting go of the things that aren't. So you have Lotus Resurrection, which I feel like is correlating right to that death card. It's just a transformation. And you also have embracing relaxation. It's like the 12th house. The more you're able to embrace, go with the flow, and not try to control things, it's like the more you'll be able to find peace and solitude, and you'll be able to get led to the right things. So that's what I got for y'all, Virgos. I appreciate y'all for watching. As always, if you like the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button before you leave. Also, feel free to subscribe. Be sure to click the notification button bell as well. You'll get notified whenever I upload your video. But nonetheless, Virgos, I will talk to you all in the next one. Bye, y'all.